Greenfly. So we've had a bit of an infestation of greenfly in the grow room. So in this video we'll be looking at how to prevent pests and using neem oil for the garden. My name's Luke and I come from a small town called Carnarvon in North Wales. I'm a chef by trade, but in my spare time I like to come up with weird and wonderful business ideas. This time, to keep me motivated, I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. So sit down, relax, and let's build a business together. I was about to record the third part of the cross-pollination, so to show you all how to cross-pollinate chili plants, when I had a little look in the grow room, and I don't know if you can see from here, those little specks on the leaves and the bits on the middle of the plants there, but what we've got here is greenfly. So we've had a bit of an infestation of greenfly in the grow room. So in this video we'll be looking at how to prevent pests and using neem oil for the garden to get rid of this infestation of greenfly. I'll see you in a bit. So before I bring the chili plants down, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about neem oil. So here's the neem oil. Basically, if you don't want to use pesticides, which wouldn't be healthy to spray on your chili plants, because you don't want to be eating any of the chemicals and the pesticides, then the natural way to go about it is to use neem oil. Now, neem oil doesn't actually kill the insects, but it plays about a little bit with their hormones. It stops them from breeding, it stops them from eating, and it just affects their body in a different way. So what I like to do is make up a little mix. To 2 litres of water, I add 2 teaspoons of neem oil, 1 teaspoon of just normal washing up liquid, which helps the neem oil stick to the leaves and all that. Also, I found out that the old aphids and greenfly, they don't like garlic, so I've got 1 teaspoon of garlic oil, and they don't like chili either, so 1 teaspoon of chili oil. So I'll go ahead and create my mix. So 2 teaspoons of the neem oil, followed by 1 teaspoon of the washing up liquid, and then 1 teaspoon of chili oil, and then finally 1 teaspoon of the garlic oil. Oops, I missed the pot there completely. Let's go again. There we go. Now we'll close this up and give it a little mix. Right, after I give this a bit of a stir, I will go and get the plants, and we'll get applying this to the plants. See you in a minute. We've taken the chili plants out of the grow room, and you can have a bit of a closer look, and as you can see on the small leaf there, the green fly right there, and you can see a lot of the eggs all over the other leaves. So it's the Reaper Yellow that's had the most damage, but there's 1 or 2 on all of the other plants as well. So the Dragon's Breath, the only one they've kept away from really is the Reaper Chocolate, and that's probably because it's not doing so well. So the leaves are not that great to eat. The big plants in here haven't had as much of an infestation as the other ones, the smaller ones, but there's still 1 or 2, as you can see on the leaves here. So I'll pop this back in the tripod, and we'll show you how to use this neem oil to control the pests. Okay, back in a bit. Right, here we go. So when you're using the neem oil for the garden to prevent the pests, you need to give it a little spray so that the neem oil actually gets in contact with all the green flies or aphids or whiteflies or whatever other pests you've got. So give it a good dousing, all the leaves, and then also underneath the leaves. They tend to hide underneath the leaves. So we'll get underneath all these leaves and try and make contact with all the green fly. So yeah, with pesticides and stuff, you have to actually leave the plants for a couple of weeks before you can pick the chilies because of all the chemicals in them. But I prefer to do it the natural way and to use neem oil. Right, we've doused them. I'll get these back in the grow room and we'll have another look at the infestation over the next couple of days, and to see if it's cleared somehow. Okie dokie, I'll see you again. So I'm back the next day after spraying the plants with neem oil, and it looks like most of the greenfly and the pests have gone. There's still a little bit left. I've just given it another spray now. They're mostly on the Carolina Reaper yellow plants. Just a tiny proportion of them. You can see on the top leaves there, just 1 or 2. I'll give them 1 more spray tomorrow morning, and then we should be rid of them, hopefully. I'll be back tomorrow. So here I am back in the grow room, and I've given them 1 last spray today. It doesn't look like there's any of the green flies left, and they've all died. So that's pretty good news. I'll also be using neem oil in the garden or in the polytunnel just to get rid of some of the pests there, or to stop the pests from getting onto the plants. In the next video, hopefully, I'll be able to do the next installation of the cross-pollination, because as you can see there in the corner, we've got a few flowers that we can collect pollen off and cross-pollinate with one of the Dragon's Breath chili peppers. I've also got an idea for a couple more videos. I've got myself an AeroGarden Bounty, which I'll be using for propagating. So I'll be taking the big Dragon's Breath chili plants here and cutting some cuttings off it and trying to grow some roots so I can have more plants. Hopefully end up with about 20 plants in the polytunnel, and also the plants in the polytunnel have sprouted up quite a bit with the sun we've been getting, so they'll be needing repotting soon. So there's a few videos in the pipeline. I'll see you in the next video. Ta-da! If you like the video, guys, please subscribe. We'll be giving away free prizes after we reach 1,000 subscribers. Please also like and comment. We like to know what you think of our videos. We'll see you on the next video.